It is Community Music Monday, and today I figured I'd open it up with an album instead of a song. How many of you in the chat right now have an album on this here piece of pie? Because I'm a roll it. If you didn't know, people that hang out in the YouTube community can enter albums after they've been here long enough. Once they do, they get a really tiny piece of pie that grows the longer they have been here. They can also spend channel points to beef up their piece of pie and hopefully get their song higher up on the list. Guys, if you're here, good luck to you. If you're watching on YouTube a little bit later, congratulations. Here we go. Good luck. What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be a big one or a little one? Is it gonna be a tiny guy? The Dismemberment plan, Emergency and I. Who done did that one? Who done did it? Who done did it? Okay, Gluten Gaming. That is yours. And this is from 1999, January 1st. So it's a New Year's album. I know absolutely nothing about the Dismemberment plan. This is new for me. Have any of you guys heard this one? Because if you have, let me know. Are you listening to it with me for the first time? If you are, let me know. Guys, I'm going to hit the play button on this thing. Big shout out to Gluten Gaming, who got their album reacted to. Again, I don't know what genre this is. I don't know anything about this. So we'll see what's going on. Guys, let's discover some music together, shall we? I'm going to hit the play button on it, but before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. And if you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Or join us on Twitch. These people over here are actually the best. It would genuinely be awesome. Come discover music with us. Guys, without further ado, and in honor of Gluten Gaming, Emergency and I, Dismemberment Plan. A Life of Possibilities is the opener. Here we go. Can I get some lyrics? A real farty bass. The panning. I want to go back. I'm actually going to restart it. I really loved the way it came in, but I want to follow along with the lyrics as we go. Indulge me, won't you? That in the right ear. Wow. Wow. This doesn't sound like emo. Dude. The bass carrying this thing. The layers. But the leads are nice. And it's like I can't decide if it's a guitar harmony or if it's an octave thing happening here, but I don't know. I agree with you, Cone. And the flow of his lyricism. Ooh. It really... This definitely inspired a lot of stuff. What's up, Tom Bualdi? Or Tom Battle? Tom Bad. This lead is so nice. Is it? But is it a guitar harmony or an octave lead? Like, there's two guitars there. Oh?
There's a feeling coming back, connected by one thread. It's pulling at your hands like a spider.
This is interesting. Ooh. I love this. Wow. This lyric at the end, I want to comment on. If it's a life of possibilities that you've got to live well, don't be surprised when they don't remember you or simply don't want to. Like that's such a that was good stuff, man. I loved the way that ended. I also really loved the math Rocky thing. I feel like there's such a cool lead vibe, and I feel like to call it emo is very diminutive. Like, honestly, though, it gives me a vibe to some of the earliest indie rock that I really found myself liking, but it's much more, lead oriented. There's something there to it that really has a nice little sound to, and it's like rooted in a lot of sounds that I would go on to listen to. I graduated from high school 10 years later, right? And certainly Death Cab for Cutie, especially in their early days, like We Have the Facts, We're Voting Yes, Something About Airplanes, that kind of time period has sounds like this. There's this element where it sounds like they recorded it in their house. You know what I mean? Where are they from? They're from DC? Okay. Yeah, Applebee's. Thank you. American football. I could see that. I would absolutely believe that they would tour with the Dismemberment plan. What a banger of a first album. Or first song on the album. Okay. The way that it ended on these like hard pounds, like these drives, Memory Machine. I really friggin' liked that A Life of Possibilities song. That was a really big banger. I can't believe that this isn't something I've listened to, because again, having had such a deep love for Death Cab, I mean, they were truly my favorite band from like 14 years old until like 25, like my formative years were Death Cab. And I feel like this is exactly right in that same like Death Cab, Decemberists, like Harvey Danger kind of era of indie rock.
Red wire, red to black wire, left to red wire, red to black wire, left to red wire, red to black wire, left to. I
like the spacey noises here. Built to Spill also for sure, Deuterino. Especially this part. That especially reminds me of like Harvey Danger for sure. Like, or it also like the Decemberists, like the war came kind of, you know, definitely has like a Colin Malloy kind of esque sound there, but I feel like this is kind of before Colin happened. The synths here are lovely, intense, in the bass line. Bro. The timing in this is like indie rock that's got a pulse to it in a different kind of way. There's such a cool bass happening. The drums are definitely out of time. I like that when they line it up. It's like indie rock that's got an element of tension and release. And again, yeah, the time signatures on them kind of go back and forth. And yeah, definitely Brainiac sounds, but again, it's just not necessarily sounds within indie rock that I've heard so much. I'm very surprised. It's super up my alley, but it's like just a half a generation before I would have found it naturally, you know? I really like this. All this hot. This is so nice. This part goes nuts! The screaming element. Buddy. Yeah, so we're going to go to an ad break because apparently Twitch is being a butt. But I will say that song is actually, that was so cool. I didn't realize indie rock was doing this. I really didn't realize that there was like more complex indie rock out there. I am blown away. So yeah, we're going to park it here for a little bit. Yeah, give me a few moments, I guess. Be right back. Okay, we should be back. Here we go. We're back. And we're going to get back into what do you want me to say? Here it is. Thank you for the gifted sub. No, the prime sub. Oh, Tara, I love you.
I lost my membership to the human race. So don't forget the face. 'Cause I know that I do belong here.
Crap. Where are the lyrics again? There they are.
Checklist, let's see if feelings are good. Dishonesty is bad, and keeping inside is worse still.
I want to bring it back again, sorry. Not gonna keep sucking, I promise.
I lost my membership card to the human race. So don't forget the face, 'cause I know that I do belong here. Go down the checklist, let's see if feelings are good. Dishonesty is bad, and keeping inside is worse still.
Dishonesty is bad and keeping it inside is worse still.
Well, I guess we got
Wow.
one now. I really don't know how. 'Cause season's over every goddamn.
So I can tell that it's getting ready to gear up to go big, so I wanted to do it before we got into the chorus. But I love this. I lost my membership to the human race, so don't forget the face, because I know that I do belong here. Go down the checklist. Let's see. Feelings are good, dishonesty is bad, and keeping it inside is worse still. It's like an internal checklist. You want a problem? I guess we got one now. I really don't know how. There's engines over... Oh, man. I don't know what that's about now. The end kind of threw it off. Yes, definitely. This sounds a lot like Built to Spill, and I love it. Carry the Zero. I love this, man. And that lead there, and then you go back into that. I knew that was going to happen because you had that so present in that riff there in the beginning. Not the riff, but you just have this little tense sounding strike on the single note the whole time.
What else can I say? The only way you know that I love you. And there's no eye to eye, just Moses on the Mount, around and for the count. You need your man above or below you. I cannot cry at will, but I do wish I could, 'cause it do you some good. Whenever joke I make is treason.
I like that he throws the flow of the bass line and then this feedback coming in. I love. What do you want? I love. There's like a cheerful, melancholic thing to it. Like it sounds like kind of a fun song, but then there's this underlying tension that comes with it, right? And you have that bow, bow, bow. But then you've also got this kind of crunch with that, like, what do you want me to say? There's such a cool way of, and again, I would say that a lot of that early to mid era of indie rock had that cheerfully melancholic sound that you'll hear with like the Shins or Frightened Rabbit or Death Cab or Neutral Milk or you know, the Decemberists or, you know, Tegan and Sarah. There's a lot of that, you know, cheerful melancholy. Harvey Danger for sure. Built to Spill, like all of them. No, the bass line is nuts. I can't decide if he's picking or like. I love this chorus, man. And the way that it ends, like the third part of this, to let you know that I do mean it. What do you? And he goes right into that next part. Like there's just the way that they allow the lyrics to flow, but also I don't know. It's not standard time, and it makes me happy. It's not just phoning it in. The rhythm is nuts. bass. Buddy, that song was lit. The ending was lit. I'm so happy. I'm so happy about that. The Dismemberment plan should have been in my ears years ago. Years ago. I would have been so inspired by this a long time ago. This is a Daily Driver album kind of sound to me. This is music that I can digest and not have to think too deeply into. I'm not but it's... I feel so good finding another indie rock band that just like makes me smile. And this one has a bit more to it. There's a bit more substance to what I'm hearing with the, the dynamics of the time signatures, the tones, the tension that they bring into it. I love it. Spider in the Snow, let's go. I love this bass kind of like lo-fi jazzy sort of sound. Bass might be the MVP of this band.
The only thing worse than bad memories.
And it changes.
No memories at all.
Whoa.
From the age of 20 to 22, I had 5 friends, none of whose names I can recall. And as I would walk down K Street to some temping job, as winter froze life out of fall. Yeah, I must have been having a ball, yeah.
When I was in my earlier 20s, I had this budding romance with the woman I would end up marrying in this big friends group, and we were all like 22, 23, and like there was just it was kind of one of those times that kind of flies by your eyes, you know what I mean? But like you have these friends and like kind of like people you hang out in basements with, and there's such a special part of my life when I think back about just being with my friends in somebody's basement, like sitting down there talking about like whatever our BS jobs were coming out of college, or like trying to figure out what we wanted to do, like planning like to be in each other's weddings, like, smoking pot, watching, TV, whatever we were into at the time. But like, there is this kind of special memory about like how carefree it all seems when I look back at it. And of course, in this time, I'm thinking I am an adult, but it's like, I have these memories and I have these great friends. And while I'm not necessarily friends with a lot of these people anymore, just because time evolves, there's this opening thing kind of reminds me of that. And like, yeah, like obviously we all became adults, life changes, things happen, but there's just a very special place in my heart for that early 20s period where I had just a couple really good friends and we just hung out, like, I don't know, that doesn't last forever, and they don't tell you that as you're growing up. Like even in your early 20s, I kind of remember thinking like, I'm an adult now. These are going to be my friends forever. And it's not the case. And I kind of wish I would have been more prepared for that than I was. But this is absolutely, I just think a really cool reflection. And maybe it's the type of music that's playing, but I liked the way it kind of opened up. I see myself in my own version of life at that time. I'm with you, Thrill Jockey. I'm with you, man.
A different scene outside your window now.
I love the lyrics here.
Same cats. Different people at the very same job. Similar alley, different rats.
Wow.
Trash goes out on a Tuesday now. You gotta make a note about that.
They have such a great use of tension sound, right? Like just one note tense sounds. And I like in the previous song is just that one note lead strike, right? And here you just have this synth drone. But it creates such an atmosphere. Cheerful melancholy, dude. You're fine but tense. This is music I don't have to try to like. I just do. And you know, there has been music that just hits me because I've never heard anything like it. I've heard a lot of music like this, but it's daily driver stuff. It's the kind of sound I've grown up on. So it feels so natural and kind of like I'm blown away that I haven't heard it. Like... I love all the extra synths and stuff.
Still seem to haunt you down those lines you always tried to cut. You thought you just might need a little change, but now you find you got nothing but.
Wow.
How can a body move the speed of light? Still find itself
even
in
this
such a rut.
this line, oh man, because everywhere you go, there you are. That's how a body can move at the speed of light and still find itself in such a rut. Because everywhere you go, there you are. You got to change you. You can't expect the world around you to change. Unfortunately, I'm speaking from big experience here. But just again, I'm very. It feels like a reflection of a younger time, and I find myself reflecting on my younger times quite a bit. The lead singer reminds me a bit of the Get Up Kids. I don't know if you're familiar with that band, but it reminds me a lot of that. This is going to end up being a really easy song for me to get stuck on, album for me to get stuck on. Really enjoyed that one too. There's a sentimentality to the lyricism, kind of it's definitely an introspective reflection, right? But again, the instrumentation kind of yeah, I'm with you, Crimson. The Jitters. Ooh, I kind of like this low down sound. Reminds me a little bit of the intro to the We Looked Like Giants by Death Cab from Transatlanticism. Ooh. I love this. Wow. The synth layering, the soundscaping. Is this an EBO? Yeah, I think I'm hearing an EBO.
No one means what they say, and you can tell as clear as deep sea fish.
This kind of reminds me of like an Isaac take from BCNR.
All internal organs and glowing eyes. I've been good, I've been busy, I've realized my friends.
Mixes with the lead singer of Incubus.
Been doing 10,000 push-ups a day. Plastic cube filled with pus that sits atop my supervisor's desk.
Wilco. Yes.
Always tired, need a nap. I have to make myself brush my teeth. I made a list of everything I've ever promised. When the days bring nothing new, and the sound of laughter makes you sick and
These guys were such contemporaries with my favorite bands growing up. This sounds so much to me like the Decemberists and Death Cab. It sounds so much like that. Unbelievable. Like the early years, though.
You've got the jitters.
I'm not familiar with Themata. In the right ear. Brainiac. And it just stops. This is much more psychedelic indie.
Nothing's wrong, I'm just fine. I've realized I just don't like jokes.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And I can't call anyone back. You can tell every time they lean away when you just want to talk. You couldn't buy their interest now.
I'm with you, Tom.
Stolen cars in a heap, a naked body on the
The chaos with these sounds. It's like a Sonic Youth evolved into a more indie kind of sound.
down on cue. When you give
And I'm not trying to make comparisons too much, but I'm just trying to frame it for myself.
You got the jitters. They glow as near, then disappear like highway signs on a star.
The Dude Cactus, thank you for the gifted sub, homie.
And it's so hard
Yeah, actual BAMF. And Sively's a perfect gift too, because they're here all the time. We love Sively. I love stuff like this. When it when it descends that way, I love a magician. Muse. Guys, where did that come from, huh? Like it immediately, yes. That had so many different kinds of sounds. This is like indie rock with mustard, guys. We found indie rock that had mustard on it. It's good. It's like really good. But I can't not hear the Muse and Rage influence here. Not influence. I think this was before. It's in the middle of them. Inspired by one and not the other. I feel like MGMT might have also heard this and used it for some of their vocal inspirations. The dive bombs from the bass. Buddy. These... I have not, Ninja, but please add that. Yeah. Dude. The drum machine. Okay, we love that too. Guys, the Dismemberment plan, somebody hits you with something like it's emo, you think it's gonna sound totally different than right up your friggin' alley. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and catty cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats, and here we go. Nope, I was really hoping to...
Got it in the mail one morning. There was no return address. Just my name in gold leaf on the front. There was no time.
We kind of have a people music drum beat here.
There's really no info at all. No date, no place, no time, no RSVP.
I hate to say Neutral Milk Hotel anytime I hear indie rock, but I can't not thank Neutral Milk on this song.
But it said you are invited.
Not anymore.
By anyone to do anything, you are invited.
Like Decemberists too. I can't. Colin Malloy's vocal delivery for sure reminds me of this. But again, this predates him, I think.
I didn't think much about it. It seemed like a really dumb joke. But later that week, it was Friday once again. So I took it down to a disco that wouldn't have me in a million years. I flashed it once and I was inside with a drink. I really didn't stay too long there, 'cause no one was having much fun. I made my way to a party all the way across town.
I wanted to do something different.
Was thrown by the friend.
What's up, Jim? Welcome.
I wasn't sure if I should go, but when I got up in the place, there were smiles all up and down.
It's getting bigger. I'm hearing more noises coming up behind it.
I grabbed my ex in the kitchen. I told her I was sorry I came, but she looked at me with a glazed smile.
All right, come on, let's get big. Weezer's happening before this. Weezer's happening around 94 with Pinkerton. That build-up was mega nice. It was almost to the point of fatigue, but not. The tones. Love the tones. Leave Rivers out of this. Reminds me a little bit of All-Star quarterback Ben Gibbard's first project.
I headed for home kinda early. The party wasn't all that great. I saw my neighbor out crying on his front porch. I stopped to see what his deal was. I didn't catch much through the sobs. Something about a party and he didn't go.
It's been the weakest song to me, but I really loved the chorus.
With the invite in my hands, I threw it down at his feet and I said, you are invited by anyone to do anything. You are invited for all time.
I'm impressed. You are so needed. That's so nice. Honestly, even though it wasn't my favorite, I still really liked it. I'm really enjoying the heck out of this album. Bish, you're gonna like the album. You're gonna like it, Bish.
She's wearing too much lipstick tonight. Little black dress a little too tight. Tries to make small talk.
Oh man.
With spite. She knows how he's coming and it's really alright. Nobody here could know how she feels. Not getting drunk and she hates wearing heels. Tries to stand but the room seems to bend and reel.
Ah, the time signatures. The lead, and the guitar really makes it stand out there too. It was happening with the drums, but the guitar makes it stand out. Yes.
She knows how he's coming and it's really alright. Nobody here could know how she feels. Not getting drunk and she hates wearing heels. Tries to stand but the room seems to bend and reel.
Bro.
Asking why can't she just steal? If she's
Bass. The synth in the back. That synth is tasty. Yes! It's 15-8.
Finally happened and he's making his peace. The reminders don't bother him in the least.
The guitar tone a little bit, yeah.
Finally cease. His eyes are fire and his hands kind of shake, like his voice is ready to break.
Thanks for them tickle bitties, T-Nights.
Or just how much less sense one person can make. If this is fast enough, then maybe the broken pieces of his heart will stay together, but ain't no gyroscope can spin forever.
Ah. I'm so happy with this. Even just the forever, yeah. I don't know why, but I like that it feels like it's got a silly character to it, but it's also like kind of nice. I don't know. It's a character that I'm enjoying. And then the vibrato, the tremolo on his voice. Dude, they refer to a hedonic treadmill in this without doing so in as many words. Happiness is such hard work and it gets harder every day and it can kill you. this idea that you constantly are chasing things to get something that you really desire, and then you get it, and then it just becomes commonplace to your life, and you're not happy, so you continue to go and go and go. My advice to anybody, if you are attempting to be happy, okay, listen to me really closely. I've spent a lot of time working on trying to figure this one out. This is what I got for you, okay? In the last couple of months of my life, I have really made it a big point to me to learn to want the life that I already have. It's that simple. What would my life be worse without? The second you start considering things that you do have that you might not have, you start realizing you have a great multitude of things with which to find appreciation in. If you would like to learn to be happy, learn to want the life that you already have. Soapbox over. There you go.
Fast enough, then maybe the broken pieces of your heart will stay together. But something I see lately makes me doubt it.
Down her. I loved this. Oh, that was wonderful. I love... We're over... This album is flown by. Oh, yeah. The drums with the synth in the back. It's like Postal Service-y.
The street lamps, the ghosts of graffiti, they couldn't quite erase the blank face stares on the subway as people go home.
Oh, man.
The parks lay empty like my unmade bed. The streets are silent like my lifeless telephone. And this is where I live.
The bass and the wheel. Oh, yeah. I'm already in love.
So I'm not unsympathetic. I see why you left. There's no one to know. There's nothing to do. The city's been dead since you've been gone.
I can't breathe for the first time. I'm so moving on. Yeah, yeah.
The city's been dead since you've been gone.
It was Kelly. I can't get past how much I love the synth sound, though.
Sometimes I stand on my roof at night and watch as something seems to happen somewhere else. I feel like the breeze can pick me up and carry me away.
The Dismemberment plan, are they still together?
And over the iridescent grid, well, up and away from the bar fights and neon lights, and out and away from everything that makes me what I am. So I'm not unsympathetic. I see why you left. There's no one to know. There's nothing to do. The city's been down.
I just read the comment, or did they dismember? And I just want to call attention to the fact that that was a really good one.
Sympathetic. I see why you left. There's no one to know. There's nothing to do. The city's been dead since you've been gone.
I can't not hear Kelly Clarkson right now. I'm so impressed with this. What's up, Orby? Dude, this is so nice. And then that siren kind of... Oh man, that was lovely, dude. The city might have been one of my favorite ones. I don't know though. I think, what do you want me to say? This has been a good album, dude. 3 songs left. I'm sad. Girl O'Clock. Ooh.
If I don't have sex by the end of the week, I'm going to die. If I don't feel embarrassed, lips on my own, I'm gonna hang my head and cry. If I don't feel warm breath in the nape of my neck, I feel a nice post-coital sigh. Come on, baby, now you can tell the cops why.
Where do you guys want to start talking about that one? That was really good. Like the Greep comparison is 100% there. Jordy Greep comparison, absolutely a new sound comparison. The bass. Did any of you guys see him coming in with the David Byrne kind of style lyrics there, where he has the, you know, like he does the stammering, and he does it with conviction and delivery. Like, I really want to kind of go back and just revisit that. Do you guys want to run it back? Huh? Yeah, the hello. Yeah, no, all of that was so cool. This is indie rock. This is indie. This is little Princey kind of homage there in the beginning, maybe. But then you get this, like a rap metal-y kind of sound. The bass is so nuts. The drums. Jordy Greep vocal delivery, but Jordy Greep happens, I don't know, we'll go ahead and call it 25 years later. Holy cats. A nice post-coital sigh. That, I just had sex. That's what a nice post-coital sigh is. And then... She moves with a purpose.
Come on, baby, that wasn't something I said.
I'm tending to agree with you on Sea Snake. The bass line.
Stop.
And then the bass and I mean, if I don't have a nervous breakdown by the end of the week, I'm going to be very, very surprised. Oh my goodness, golly, goodness gracious me. This is like the whole dick and balls, you know? It's like a... And of course... Oh... The double vocal.
He's kind of pretty.
He throws rhyme. I love it. It's kind of pretty. Wow. Rage Against the Machine vibe here.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot of looting. On the other hand, oh, it's fucking freezing. Someone on TV said something about going underground. I guess you better start digging. What were you doing for those 8.5 minutes? What does it mean? Was it petty? Or did you
The time signature.
sorry that you love them? What were you doing for those 8.5 minutes? What does it mean? Was it cruel? Or did you realize you were sorry that you love
them? There's so many dynamics. Oh my gosh.
He said homicides is like fucking crazy man. And no one's going nowhere cause the cars are all frozen. They give the power plants 10 days.
Oh man.
The sky is like a dome of black metal flake, and stars bleed together in phosphorescent lakes. And a dead black disc slides silently overhead. It's fucking beautiful is what it is. What were you doing for those 8.5 minutes? What does it mean? Was it petty? Or did you realize you were sorry that you love them?
I think...
What were you doing for those 8.5 minutes? What does it mean? Was it selfish? Or did you realize you were sorry that you love them?
I think a more... like honestly, Harvey Danger is probably the most comparable band I can think of to these guys from the time period, especially. Like they're certainly contemporaries with like a lot of the early indie bands for like without question. But they step so far out of what just indie rock does. It's like they almost tried to be too eclectic for their time. They were ahead of what other indie bands were doing. A little bit of a Green Day vibe here. And just the vocal delivery.
It'd be nice to think we could get it right down here just once.
Back and forth. That was kind of a dope intro there. Okay, this is the closer of the album for what has already been a total banger of an album. I'm already downloading the album. Let's close her down, shall we? I'm so glad it started off with a mega banger, dude. Kinda has a fish guitar tone here. With the phasing pans.
There's a kind of music that reminds me of you. It's all clear, expensive drinks and shiny shirts and the quick of heels. As they descend from the taxi like the first one on the moon. Oh,
wow.
If it hits me right off, it's almost too much to take.
Bass lines for days.
Right angle laser, razor thin lines, a curve, a swerve, a crooked signs, and you're dressed in nines and intent to leave it all behind. A search of the moment between the seconds you never finish just fine. And it's silver thread embedded deeply.
Do you hear the lyric depth there? Well, there's a kind of music that reminds me of you. It's clear, expensive in drinks and shiny shirts. It's all clear, expensive drinks and shiny shirts, and the click of heels as they descend from the taxi, like the first foot on the moon. Oh, and it glows with ache. Wow.
And I used to be kind of weird about this. A fear of dependence on a guilty guilt edge, hedge transcendence. It makes us live. It's heads for fear of looking down.
Hedge transcendence?
It's never just another Saturday night. Not with you in attendance.
Wow.
So put your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. It's on a whim, it's on a dare. Just shrug away when we can't bear.
Love it. I love it.
Going back and forth and back and forth.
This is,
Back and forth.
it's kind of just a goofy song to hang out in an indie crowd.
And back and forth and back and forth and back.
There's a little Rivers Cuomo tinge to his vibe. But Rivers is always going to be one of my favorites.
So it's a deep see-through membrane that protects us and connects us. A pulsing cellophane party train scheme that helps us and envelops and keeps
You hear the dotted eighth delay in the background?
us. A pulsing cellophane party train scheme that helps us and envelops and keeps us locked inside. Forever never long for the ride. And we're moving through a phosphorescent gel, a semi-solid self-fluid ocean.
Oh,
It's a
man.
fine ocean, isn't it? Yeah, but I'm kind of digging it. And it's real, but it isn't nearly so big. And it speaks only of its own perpetual near miss. Like the uncertain memory, the stranger's mistake and kiss. As faces slide by in glowing shadows like snowbound ghosts that go up and down in epileptic shivers and negative radioactive slivers in a landscape of endless dull glitter. And it tastes on my mouth so sweet, yet so bitter.
A little bit of a like bare naked ladies kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Like without such a intense in your face rap vibe.
Of endless dull glitter, and it tastes on my mouth so sweet, yet so bitter. We exhaust ourselves trying to get there. Somebody scream, alright. We're trying to fill the endless night.
I love the imagery used throughout the writing too.
We can't give up without a fight. And we're going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Oh man, Gumbros dropped one. We're doing it then.
And back and forth and back and forth and back.
The synth work.
Somehow, whatever we die, we dissolve equations, unbalanced riddles, unsolved. We would never connect or evolve except for the intersections of crazy mathematics with no time and no space and no schedule and no place. And they pass right through us without a trace. And sometimes that music drifts through my car on a spring night when anything is possible. And I close my eyes and I nod my head and I wonder how you've been. And I count to 110.
It was really good. You hear the fuzzy guitar? Kind of Nick Zinner guitar tone? This album was fantastic. This album was actually fantastic. I loved it so much. The way it ended there, loved it. Guys, this album was a mega banger. This is an S-tier album. This hits me so hard. I think that the lyrics were so good. They were so dynamic, but the delivery in them, I also loved the eclectic nature of it. I mean, throughout the whole album, it really changed up. We got like rap metal-y stuff. Like we got stuff that sounded like they were contemporaries of some of the earliest indie rock that I can recall loving, you know, and so many of my favorite bands, like growing up, sounded just like this. But not this good at being musicians. I loved it. Yeah, Dismemberment Plan is here to stay. I'm going to listen to more of their albums for sure. For sure. Guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. Goodbye.